I had this brother and sister having a discussion about what would happen if FBAs was to actually leave America. Because sometimes they say that, but they really don't want us going nowhere. Let's check that out.
Do you think the economy would look in America if all the black people just say, you know what, we out?
Why do you think they stopping? Your president just banned 12 countries about to ban, he said 25 more. Yeah. And like as I told you, all of them are brown countries. Yeah. Ghana was on that list. So they already seen the exodus of black people getting more passports, getting more documentation for countries. They don't want your money leaving here. So now they about to play more games with us. You see what I'm saying? As far as travel, they know what would happen. Now because when I go over there, or I'm dealing with companies, they want us to come over there because we already know the game they playing. So they're getting educated off of black Americans about the games that's being played.
You think that the American economy will collapse?
Negro, in the damn ground. And then not only that, which is sad to say, you got a lot of white people who are bigoted and racist. They're going to turn on their own white people because they need somebody to hate. And they are going to annihilate the other white people who's still here with them. They need somebody. Think about the Civil War. They was fighting each other.
Probably the poor whites.
They're going to annihilate. They're going to be the poor white people that annihilate the other ones because they're the ones that ain't got nothing.
True, because it's more poor.
They ain't got nobody else to hate. If you don't have nobody else to hate here, and that's your culture, that's part of your culture, what you going to do? You about to eat each other alive.
Look, I learned a long time ago when racists say, oh, you guys should just go back to Africa. They don't mean that. They do not mean that whatsoever. And I'm going to tell you why they don't mean that. Because they had the power to send us all back to Africa. I'm just being honest with you. They had the power to do so. We had no rights. Prior to the 14th Amendment, you had the Dred Scott decision. So they could have rounded us all up, put us on ships, and sent us right on back to the African continent. Why didn't they do that? Why? Because they understand that we need these black people here. Then fast forward to 2025. If they wanted to get rid of the 14th Amendment, if they wanted to get rid of the 15th, 13th, they can do it. And they can, if they want to round us up and send us to Africa, they can do that too. Even in 2025, you may think they couldn't, but they could if that's what they really wanted to do. Even though you're born here, it don't matter to these people. Listen, they don't care about no rights. If you sit up here and think these people care about rights, you're really deceived. But they don't want us gone. I remember years ago, and may he rest in power, Amun-Ra in Kenya. I did an interview with Amun-Ra years ago, and he was the first one that pointed out to me about they really don't want you leaving. And he explained to me why. And I was like, okay, why? If they don't like us, he said, listen, it's not about them liking you. It's about your money. They want your money to stay in the U.S. They want you spending money. He said, listen, you're here in Kenya. So you buying food here. You staying places. You vacationing. You're doing everything here. Your money is being spent here the whole time you're here. It's not being spent in the U.S. And Amun-Ra was from L.A. He had left L.A., 20 years prior. He said, listen, I'm going to stay here in Kenya and I die here. I was done with the U.S. And he did. He died in Kenya.
When they say go back to Africa, they don't really mean that. The greatest fear of the white man, especially in the United States, is black people leaving in mass. When you really analyze the whole situation, that is their greatest fear, that we will leave in mass. If you really think about it, they spend billions and billions of dollars of portraying Africa as this worst place, simply and making the United States seem like it's this great place, till you and I get the feeling that we're in the best place in America. I'm here in America, I got racism, but at least I ain't got to be, running through the jungle or things like that, you see?
But he said that they don't want a bunch of black people taking their money, the U.S. dollar, out of America. And because of our spending habits, we're so much a consumer. We keep the American economy going because we are the number one consumer in this country. We consume more. We're not even a dominant group, and yet we consume a lot more. And this economy needs spending. When everybody's holding their money and saving it, this economy don't work. Basically, this economy is a debt-driven economy. If everybody stay in debt, this economy does great. If everybody starts saving money, think about it during the pandemic, when everybody wasn't spending money, right? They were spending their money, keeping it in the bank. Man, black folks were just stacking up paper, right? I think not only black folks, everybody. The economists are complaining about it. Oh, people just spending money. People saving money. And then what happens? Then people get out and start spending money a lot. Then they say, oh, well, now we got inflation because the people spending so much money at one time. No, people just saving their money, now they want to spend it. So this economy needs a constant spending. It's not made for people to save. It's not even made for people to have things paid off. And they know black people are in positions where we don't have a lot of things paid off. We're going to pay car notes and rent and all the different things constantly having a payment system. So they really don't want us. Another reason they don't want us out of here. If you take us out of America, the salt of the earth is gone. Who are you left with? Unseasoned mayonnaise. That's what you left with. America leads in entertainment. America leads in global trends. Where do you think that comes from? That comes from us. If we were no longer here, then they wouldn't have access to any of that, right? Even if FBAs have said we all going to leave all the states and come back to the South, those states would have a decline in revenue by FBAs leaving. Even if you don't leave America, even if you just say, we coming back to our ancestral homeland, the South of the United States of America. All of us leave California. All of us leave everywhere in the West Coast. All of us leave all these other states, Midwest, all of that, right? Let's say we all came back to the South. All those states and cities would have a financial shockwave that will be so negative for the economy. So they need black people. Where black people are at, like Detroit, Chicago, they need black people there. They don't want black people leaving like talking about it. Don't you ever think they want us gone. I learned that long time ago. Because let me tell you when I really learned it. At one point in time, they used to tell us go back to Africa. Remember race used to tell us that? Go back to Africa. And that used to be they insult. Go back to Africa. Okay, fine. We going to Africa now. We do several trips. I was just in Africa, Ethiopia in particular, in April. Enjoyed every minute of it. And when more and more of us start going to the African continent, the race is like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. We were just using that as like hopefully to insult them. We wouldn't actually think they was gonna start going. And now you notice racists don't tell us that no more. I want you to pay attention to that. Do you ever hear racists now tell you, even online, go back to Africa? And a brother like me, like, yeah, I was just there a few months ago. I had a great time. That doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? So no, these folks don't want you gone. They don't want me gone. They don't want our culture gone. They love our culture. They can't stand black people, but can't stand not to be around us either. They don't want to be around the Hispanics. They don't want to be around the Asians. They don't want to be around East Indians. They don't obsess over their culture. They obsess over ours. And if we're gone, think about it. Carnival Cruise just changed their rules. So a lot of black people are like, yeah, I'm good on Carnival now. I'm not going no more. It's not lit no more. I promise you, wherever the black people go, white people gonna follow. Wherever cruise line they going to, I promise you, white people gonna follow. Because white people want to go where it's lit too. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them racists online fool you that white people don't want to turn up with black people. Because you're not living in the real world. Even if they older white people, they don't care. Young, old, don't matter. They always want to be around black people. If black people left, and if black people start our own, well, I mean, they do have a cruise line that black, I didn't even know till recently about a black company. But let's say if a couple of black people start cruise lines and all the black people was on the cruise line doing our thing, it'll be white people on them cruise lines who want to be there too. I promise you. They don't want us gone. Oh, they don't. I learned it a long time ago. So, and now they really talking about it. Yeah, you black Americans, y'all American. Them other people aren't Americans. Or they really saying that now. All of a sudden, I thought we didn't belong to America. Not now, all of a sudden we Americans. So everybody's on our jock right now, right? Don't want us to leave. All kind of things. But hey, man, I mean, when you got the juice, it is what